What's up, everybody? It's TK from Big Island Thieves Media. We're going to go into the elections office and go talk to Pat Nakamoto to get you guys some information on voting. We know you have a lot of questions about the voting process and what will happen. We're going to go in, we're going to find out about how to register. We're going to find out about the different ways of registering, who can vote, what is the standards. We even asked for the ones that got in trouble before. And we're also going to find out about the mail-in and whether or not there will be an option for you to mail it back or drop it off. You're looking for better leadership, you got to vote. And this video will help you to understand how to register, what to do, and how to make sure that your voice is heard. Let's go inside and see what she has to say.
Hi, my name is Pat Nakamoto. I'm the Elections Program Administrator for the County of Hawaii. For many of you who do not know, the 2020 election is going to be an all-male election. The state of Hawaii is now an all-male election state, and so we will no longer have polling places. So for those of you who are familiar with waking up on election morning and going to your polling place, we will no longer have any of our polling places open. You will be receiving your ballot by mail. In order to vote, you need to register. To register to vote, you can either register in person here at our office, or you can register online. The address to register online is olvr.hawaii.gov. Or you can fill out a voter registration application, which you can download at elections.hawaii.gov. Or you can come into the elections office, either here in Hilo at 25 Aupuni Street or in Kona at the West Hawaii Civic Center, and complete a voter registration application at our offices. So we're mailing all properly registered voters the signature capture card. And the reason for us to be mailing out this signature capture card is to get every voter's current signature on file. And the reason we want the current signature is that we're going to use that signature to compare it to the absentee ballot that when the voter has completed the voting process, they will be returning it to our office. And we're going to compare the signature on the return envelope with the signature that we have on the voter registration file. And that's why it's really important for us to have that most current signature. And the best way for us to get it is for them to return the signature capture card. This election year, more than ever, it is very important that we have your current signature on file here in the elections office. And the reason for that is that we're going to use your signature to compare it against the signature on your voted ballot. This quick video will explain the all-mail absentee process.
Voting by mail brings the convenience of voting to your home without ever compromising the integrity of elections. Let's track your ballot's journey. As a registered voter, you'll receive your ballot packet 18 days before the election. Packets are automatically sent to your mailing address. After marking your ballot, refold and place it inside the secrecy sleeve. Then insert and seal in the return envelope and sign. Don't skip signing the envelope. It's used to confirm your identity. Next, simply drop your ballot in the mail and your job is done. Envelopes are pre-addressed and no stamps are needed. You can also return your ballot to a nearby drop site or voter service center. Once your ballot is received, the barcode on the envelope is scanned. This unique barcode helps officials track the return of your ballot and stops anyone from voting more than once. Next, your signature on the envelope is compared to the signature on your voter record. If officials are unable to confirm a match, you'll be notified to fix the issue within 5 days post-election. If your signature is successfully matched, your ballot packet is securely transported to the counting center. Once at the counting center, the return envelope is opened and its contents removed. With your ballot still in the secrecy sleeve, your vote stays anonymous on its way to being counted. Your voted ballot is then separated from the secrecy sleeve and is processed through vote counting scanners. Finally, after the close of voting on election night, votes are tabulated and results are released. Participating in Hawaii's elections is easier than ever with elections by mail. To learn more, visit elections.hawaii.gov or contact the Office of Elections.
So for voters who do not feel comfortable mailing their ballots back to our office, we will have voter services centers. And the voter services centers are available for voters to drop off their voted ballots, among other things. And the voter services centers will be located. We will have one in Hilo at the Aupuni Center, which is across the street from the Hawaii County building. And there will also be a voter services center in the West Hawaii Civic Center, Building G. So for the primary election, the voter services center will open on July 27th. And we also will have drop boxes. The drop boxes are going to be available for voters to deposit their ballots in 24 hours a day, beginning on the 5th day before the elections. And for the primary election, the drop boxes will be available from August the 3rd. And the drop boxes are going to be located in Hilo here at the Hawaii County building, in Kona at the West Hawaii Civic Center near the DMV, the driver's license office. In South Kona, it will be located at the Rodney Yano Hall. And in Na'alehu, outside of the Na'alehu Police Station, in Pahoa, outside of the Pahoa Police Station, and in Waimea, it will be available outside of the Waimea Police Station. So we will have 6 drop boxes available on island, and we will also have 2 voter services centers. And of course, if your viewers need more information, you forgot where these locations are, they can feel free to call our office at 961-8277. And all of this information will be available on our website at hawaiicounty.gov/elections. So if a voter did not receive their yellow card in the mail, which is the signature capture card, that could be because maybe the information we have on file for them is not current. They could have moved, had an address change, and we don't have their current address. So what they can do is they can contact our office at 961-8277, and we will get them a new card. We can mail them another card. I think this is very important because there are a lot of voters who feel like the primary election for the state of Hawaii is very confusing because we do have a single party primary. And so what that means is that you can vote for only one party in the primary election. And the reason for that is when voters register to vote, they do not declare their party preference. So there's nowhere on the voter registration application where someone is going to tell us what political party they're affiliated with. So during the primary election, they're given a ballot card like this. And on the ballot card, they need to check both sides. But the first thing they need to do is locate the candidates on the ballot card, because there are individual ballots here. And so what they're going to do is locate the candidates they want to vote for. Then they're going to select their party. There's going to be a section here where they will select their party that they're going to vote on. So they would darken the box there and then locate the party. And they need to be sure they check on the backside too, because we have political parties on the backside also. So once they decide the party they're going to vote on, they vote on that party, and they can vote only on that party ballot. And that's to elect federal and state candidates. So once you've done with that process, all voters can vote on the Office of Hawaiian Affairs ballot and also on the County of Hawaii ballot. And this year, the county voters will be voting for mayor, prosecuting attorney, and council members. So all voters should remember that during the primary election, you can vote only on one party ballot. And what you're doing is you're nominating the candidates you want to be on the general election ballot. And during the general election, that's where you can cross party and vote. It doesn't matter, but not in the primary election. So these are the important dates that you need to know. The primary election will be held on August the 8th. The voter registration deadline is going to be on July the 9th. Our voter services centers will be opened on July 27th. Our places of deposit, which is the drop box locations, will be open on August the 3rd. All absentee mail ballot packets will be mailed out to voters beginning on July 21st. So the dates for the general election is November the 3rd. The voter registration deadline for the general election is on October the 5th. The voter services centers will be open beginning October 20th. And the places of deposit or the drop box locations will be available October 27th. And the ballot packets for the general election will be mailed out to voters beginning October 16th. So during the general election, our county voters will be voting on charter amendment questions. And these charter amendment questions will be available for you to get familiar with what the questions are going to be on the ballot at our elections website, which is hawaiicounty.gov/elections. To be eligible to vote in the state of Hawaii, you must be a U.S. citizen, a resident of the state of Hawaii, and 18 years old by election day. For those who are questioning whether they can vote with a felony, a person sentenced for a felony from the time of the person's sentence until the person's final discharge may not vote in an election. But if the person is placed on probation or the person is paroled after commitment to imprisonment, the person may vote during the period of the probation or parole. So we're going to rely heavily on the community who sees this, information or has this information to provide it to their kupuna and to, educate them on the new voting process.
Well, that was pretty interesting. A lot of information wrapped up in that. Just give a special shout out to Pat Nakamoto, the head of the elections office and the whole elections office for all you guys do. Just want to stress again, it's important for you guys to get out and vote. Let your voice be heard. All right, that's the only way that we make changes is if you vote and you get out there and pick the person who you believe in. This is TK from Big Island Thieves, and remember, you're about to go viral.